What is up, guys? It's Slay here, and welcome back to another World of Warships Legends gameplay. And today we are back in the Tier 5 Premium American Destroyer. It is the Monaghan, and by far my favorite Tier 5 Destroyer in this game. Monaghan is not a newbie to this channel. I have uploaded a really good game in the Monaghan, but this time around we are going to get a kraken in the Monaghan. I already did get a kraken in the Monaghan, but unfortunately that file got corrupted and I had to delete it, so I lost it forever. But I managed to get another kraken, and this time around it's actually going to be a pretty interesting low damage kraken. And you're probably asking yourself, what do you mean by low damage? And let's just say a destroyer that gets double strike, solo warrior, and a kraken should never have this level of damage that the Monaghan has. And let's just show you what I mean by the low damage. But anyways, Monaghan, amazing hybrid destroyer in my opinion. Well, I have the build for hybrid. It's both a gun boat and a torp boat, so it's more of a hybrid for me in my opinion. Right here we're gonna use our torps, and just like any other American destroyer, these torps are pretty much balanced. I mean, besides the Charles and the short range destroyer American destroyers, these are pretty long range. I believe I have them 9 kilometers, and they do about 13,000 damage, which is pretty good for a tier 5 destroyer like the Monaghan. And the guns are consisted of 128 reloading right there in 3.5 seconds. Now I did dump my torpedoes there, and I believe this battleship here was gonna continue going straight, but unfortunately he stops because he was getting heavily focused there. Here we go, we got the Boivo, pretty interesting Russian ship there. We have our friendly Akatsuki that ran away, and I believe this is the Maz? Yes, it is. Yes. Right in front of us. So, Monaghan, always a fun ship in my opinion. Is it really worth buying the Monaghan? If you're into American destroyers, especially at a tier 5 like this one, I would definitely pick it up. But other than that, if you're not interested in American destroyers, then probably save up those winter crates. Now, I sort of wasn't paying attention, and you almost would have got out of the game early if I wasn't looking forward, and that torp almost hit me. I'm over here trying to see what I could send my torps onto the next battleship over here. I'm looking at a Florida and a Sinop, which I kind of don't want to confront this Florida. As you can see, my concealment is 5.6 and this Florida is 4.9, so we're going to start reversing here and try to avoid any confrontments with this battleship. Now we do get spotted here, and it is the Gnevny. I believe that's how you pronounce it, Gnevny. I probably botched that spelling, and if I did, I'm sorry. It's a pretty hard pronunciation there. And that ship recently has been getting a pretty decent buff, and it has increased its reload speed on its guns, and its torpedo range has been a little bit impacted with a longer range, which was much needed, of course. Now we are going to use our 128 guns here, and we're going to go actually unspotted here because I saved one of my torp racks here for the Gnevny. And we do get spotted once again. We're going to shoot at guns. Oh, that was interesting. My shots just missed there. But we're gonna try to time our torps and see if we could avoid getting minimized damage pretty much. And he does send out torps in a pretty good, decent spot there. I almost beached, which would have caused my death. And we slip out of that torpedoes right there, and I don't know how. It was really lucky there, and unfortunately he does get hit with one of my torps, and it's pretty much back to port for him. So it's not going well right now for us. We're losing a 100 point lead right now in they're capturing B, and I'm contesting it as we speak right now, but we only have D contested, and they have A and C, and it looks like C is being contested as well. So A and D are the only factors at the moment. So I'm going to push ahead and see if I could sink this Florida. This Florida is pretty much a big danger to our game. It has 4x4, 356 millimeter guns, which, you know, it's not something you want to leave on the field, especially in a tier 5 and 6 match like this one. So we're going to try our best and see what we can do to get it out of here. Now, we are going to get spotted here as our concealment gets ahead of us. 4.7, we're going to get unspotted, and we're going to get spotted once again because this Florida is turning towards us. Now, I do want to save my torp racks here because if I do send them at the long distance, the chances of this Florida dodging them is really high. You gotta remember, these torpedoes are pretty good, but it comes at the factor that they are slow. And by slow, I mean like 61 knots, which is, you know, not something you want to throw out there at a longer distance, but more of a medium to short range torpedo hits. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to try to get as close as we can to this Florida and use our torpedoes here. We're going to try to dump them at the area where we think he's going to pretty much turn into. And the Florida is trying to turn in, which I predicted with my torpedo hits right here. And this is why the Florida goes down pretty early here. He does get hit right there with 1 and 2 torpedoes. Should I have dumped all of them? Maybe, but once again, it's you never know, right? You never know. So it's better to be more careful than, or more cautious than not cautious there. So we did dump all our torps. We're up to 32,124 damage, and we have the lead right now. We got B and D captured. C is being contested. So, yeah. Speaking about that lead, well, it's not going well so far. And this Gorky over here is contesting C at the moment. But we should have a lead once we sink this Gorky, if we can sink this Gorky. I did shoot against that Gorky, and that led to the Synop to spot me here. So we're pretty good on damage right now. 10,035 damage. We still have the smoke. The game is, well, it's at 6 minutes, which is halfway of the game so far, and it seems like we might lose this game. I don't know if we will. I'm trying to switch AP, and our West Virginia does a good job of sinking that Gorky here. Now, I'm going to try to trick this in up and thinking I'm going to the other side and going to torp him. But I'm actually going to slow down once I get unspotted, turn in, and then send torps as he's going to come from the other side, because I definitely know he's going to turn in and not want to go straight and then confront me with torps at, I believe he would have met at around 5 kilometers. So we're going to turn in here as we captured C, and he's turning in. He does not want to confront at the shore at the moment, and these torps, like I mentioned, 63 knots are pretty slow, and as you can see there, I shot these torpedoes as he was turning, so he's pretty much going slow and then fast. Well, unfortunately, if I would have led my torps a little bit more closer, it would have hit him, but yeah, we're gonna miss every one of our torpedoes, unfortunately. Should have led him more. That was my mistake, and that's something that I look back at this video and I have to remember that the American destroyers have a slower torpedo speed, so you're gonna have to excuse my voice, we're gonna have to lead our torpedoes. So this game, it's a 4v2. chances of winning are pretty low. You have 2 destroyers, a Boivo and a Benson, Sinop, and then you have a Fuso. So it's not really looking good for me, especially when I have a Scharnhorst. Our Scharnhorst does a little questionable play, but at the end of the day, you'll see what I mean when he actually, you know, sacrifices himself for something. But I don't want to spoil it so far. This game is a cracking game, and I don't want to give the details of this game if it's a win or loss. Looking like a loss so far. So I'm waiting for my torpedoes to reload, and the torpedo reloads are pretty slow for this ship. I believe it's 1 minute and 40 seconds, which is not really good, but then again it is a tier 5 destroyer, so pretty average for torpedoes to be reloading at that time. Scharnhorst is actually going to hit those torps, which is pretty hilarious, hitting those torps at 7 kilometers, I believe within 5 kilometers now. I think he gets 1 hit there. Nope. Okay, so I think he gets 2 of the hits on this torpedo, and I'm trying to assist my Scharnhorst here because I really need as much firepower as possible to win this game, and having a Scharnhorst on my side would definitely improve the winning odds if we could sink this in up. So let's see if I can hit a torp. He slows down, which is a pretty good play. Sinop gets high caliber. I'm gonna save this torp, see how it goes. Our Scharnhorst unfortunately is gonna go down, but he does not go down without sending out those fights and sending those torps out. Which is really something grateful he did there before he went down. The Boivo is pretty low, as I noticed. Just trying to shoot some HE here, see if I could get a fire. Sinop has limited HE, so, or not HE, limited repair kit, so not something I'm really worried if he's gonna damage the drone. I saw the Benson that is low and the Boivo is low, so this looks like an opportunity to win if I could hit this torpedo on the Sinop. Now we do get spotted here by the Fuso, and holy cow, that freaking Fuso has health. Does miss there. So this is pure luck that's gonna happen right now. As you can see, the Sinop spotted the torpedoes, and for some reason the Benson gets hit by my torpedoes and he goes down. I don't know how. Not gonna question it. We're gonna get our double strike here and our Kraken unleashed, and we're back in the lead, 700 to 648 with 1 minute and 50 to go. Now, should I went for my 6th kill and be greedy? Probably. Best thing to do here is just leave, and I'm losing my voice as I talk, but the best thing to do here is pretty much just leave. There's nothing to do. Just walk away and take the victory, especially if it's 39,849 damage. This Fuso does a good job of trying to hit me here. AP. I believe he hits me with some damage here. Now the smoke is covering me from the Fuso, and our torpedoes are probably going to miss. So we're going to run away and hope for the best here. Our capture flags are 2 and 2, so no worries of points being swapped. It is a pretty close game, not gonna lie. We did get 5 kills, 5 torp hits, or yeah, actually 5 torp hits, 3 floodings. Wow, it's actually pretty hilarious getting a Kraken at 39,849 damage. It's just the things that the Monaghan can do. I love the Monaghan. It's a pretty good ship. I would recommend it. But like I said, if you're not into American destroyers, I probably just would save those winter crates, maybe pull it out from a winter crate. I actually got the Monaghan off a winter crate, played it for the first time, enjoyed it, and ever since it's been one of my favorite destroyers at his tier. Right here, we're just gonna win the game. Quick and easy. pure luck, not gonna lie. I mean, not Benson, I don't know what happened to Benson. The Voivo should have never came out of the smoke. Synop, there's not much to do. We're gonna get a solo warrior there. Double strike, Kraken on the top of the leaderboard with 2,293 damage with 5 kills. That Benson played it well, that's not really low. I'll give it that. Shark Horse did well with this last one. For that last one. And I do believe that this game could have changed it. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, I know it was a little video, but if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and I don't know, comment whatever ship you want to see me do, a Kraken or a solo warrior, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care.